flossing thing from the dentist.
I always feel really, really beautiful
Okay.
when Aresta is
I was diagnosed with breast cancer first in January of 2006 and with metastatic breast cancer in later that fall. So breast cancer is something I'll be living with for the rest of my life. And what I noticed pretty early on was the sea of pink that washes over North America in October of every year. And I started to think about that and read about that and realize that very little of much of what's sold out there actually goes to affect real change, to actually goes into research. Almost none of it goes into prevention and or advocacy work. And while I support, there's some really good organizations doing work out there, I really began to feel angry and exploited, and I feel like people are being lied to and ripped off. And so I started to think about no pink for profit, about trying to educate people about where their money goes when they're buying into the pink washing that we see happening every fall. I felt like I was a lone voice, and when I first became aware of this, but I realized pretty quickly that there was a woman who's written a book called Pink Ribbons Inc., and I started to connect. I write a blog called Not Just About Cancer, and I started to connect with others who feel exactly as I do. And what I'm realizing last year, when we decided to do a No Pink for Profit team, so we can still support the Breast Cancer Foundation but not feel like we're buying into the whole pink exploitation or the pink bandwagon, was we were 42 members by the end, and we raised almost $20,000. I'm seeing more and more that there is a backlash out there, and this year seems to be some kind of breakthrough year. There's been a movie that's released called Pink Ribbons Inc., and more people are aware and reacting to and thinking about how they spend their money. Think before you buy, and I think your money will go furthest if you make a donation. I tend to wear the pink survivor shirt just because, I have been through it, I'm going through it, and it is a way of connecting with other people to let them know that this is something that happened to me and could happen to them. But generally speaking, I'll wear a bright green scarf with it or something to contrast, because generally speaking, I don't embrace the pink stuff at all. I was 38 years old when I was diagnosed and too young to have been referred for a mammogram. So I think that's the most important thing, is know your own body and be aware of any changes and get them checked out right away. Most likely, most lumps are nothing. Most likely it's nothing, but it could make a massive difference to get checked right away, especially for younger women, because breast cancers in younger women are on the rise and they tend to be much more aggressive. And we're the people who aren't necessarily automatically checked or told that there could be an issue.